Day 2 here at Knoebels. Gonna be a short day because we got a long drive to make. But already checked in, actually waiting for them to open. Kind of neat to be able to walk around a park when it's not open yet. We're gonna see if we can't find a couple of the museums, check those out. Somebody wants to ride the whip again. And then, yeah, this guy.
It's good.
And then we're going to check out some other things here a little bit and see what we can cram in about 2 to 3 hours. This is something that you don't see in a lot of places. We had them in Silver Dollar City. Yes, folks, chipmunks are real. I don't know if that's Chip, Dip, Dale, or Clarice. Could be any of them. I don't know, these guys are kind of creepy looking. Like half zombie or something. When you need that energy boost in the morning, pick up a Red Bull. Your park's not open yet, but the Calliope, she be a-going. Phoenix is there. We'll see if I have time for another ride on Phoenix. I hope so. But you've also got a mining museum over there. There is a park history museum just up here. And there's actually a carousel museum on the other side of this building. So a number of different things to poke around that don't cost you a penny. Knoebels actually does have a photo pass here for $35 if you're going to be around for a little bit. Covers a week. That's kind of neat, actually. We're not here long enough to be able to make it worth it, which is why we're not considering it, but something to think about if you're going to be here. So walking around, there's all sorts of different artwork and other things, but this is kind of neat. If you're here camping and you're not sure where to go to church, well, here's a list of your churches and what time their services are, including the one they have at the campground. It's really neat. But there's also all sorts of stuff like on the side of the Alamo. You can see the artwork that's there. And then as you look around, even on the ticket booths, the side of the carousel, there's just all sorts of little things here that are easy to miss, including feeding the pig. You're here, you have the choice between buying an all-day wristband, kind of like Craig's there, or buying tickets. This is a $20 ticket book, and depending upon the rides, most rides are somewhere around $2.50 to $3.50. So you kind of mix and match. And right now the books were on sale for 10% less, which is nice. All sorts of unique food here. Corn, turkey leg, bacon on a stick, pork chop on a stick. Yeah, quite interesting. Give you a little look in the carousel shop, which isn't quite open yet. This, I think, is the souvenir end, and shirts. Don't let Craig see. So this is the Mining and Knoebels History Museum. You can see they've got a few things out here. Gemstone mining, bags of raw material on sale. Margaret used to work that, but they've got the trough. No water flowing yet, but they will once they get opened. And we're gonna try and head into there. But you got the whole lumber company and petrified tree stump. Walt would be proud. And like I said, just lots of little things to see, including an engine. Okay, let's go check out the train for the rail fans. But you can walk right on up into it, play with the controls. She's old number 99. And you can see parts of it are definitely not there anymore. I do see a nameplate I will show you in just a second. Kind of fun to look at something been around. So here's the nameplate for all of you. And I'm sure some of you can tell me in the comments below more about this engine and what its story is, because I don't see an actual plaque here on it. So here's more history of the park, and this is all over by the Black Diamond Mine. But check out these old train cars. Those look a little warm. How cool are these? And there's the explosives. So it is just afternoon. Things are starting to open up. Found out the carousel shop, or the carousel museum, probably isn't going to open. but they are starting to get other rides open up. We are going to be heading into here, checking out the mining museum, and for me in particular, the Knoebels History Museum. He's a miner, 49er. Okay, so anything inside, so you do still have to wear a mask. You're okay outside. So a nice little gift shop, rocks, stones, gemstones, Knoebels. Ooh. Ooh. Way to spend money I don't have. Way to spend money I don't have. Wah! Museum entrance is this way. Do not play the player piano. Okay. And then, yes, all sorts of history, pressed pennies. You have two choices here. You have the mining, and then if you continue straight, you have the theme park. I think they're going mining. I'm going theme park. I can't understand why. But it's actually really neat. They've got this beautiful mural here that represents so much of the park. And give you just a quick look here. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. Nice little timeline of the park and mascots and so much more. This is actually really neat in that you've got a full timeline of the park. Its whole history here, going all the way back. How cool. So the park museum and the mining museum were really neat. I wish the carousel museum was open today, but alas, it's not. But just really kind of neat little attractions and a neat walkthrough. Definitely worth visiting while you're here. And we're going to kind of head over and try and catch a couple rides. We're down to like an hour and a half. Woo! See what we can get in here. So Craig and I are going to head over here. The ladies are off to catch something else. I hope it's open. Yeah, it looks like somebody's staying there. So let's try and take a tour on the Haunted Mansion. This is actually really kind of cool. Sensory-friendly comfort room. So for those that get overwhelmed or whatever, there's a place to kind of go cool off. Very cool. Well, that was interesting. Apparently, the Haunted Mansion's not included in the wristbands. The roller coasters are, but not the Haunted Mansion. It's an extra $3 per person charge. So, we're gonna see what we do. So interesting, a lot of it updated since I was here last. You can tell a lot of the effects were newer. Lots of jump scares. Definitely one spot that if you, strobe lights are gonna trigger something for you, there's one spot that will get you bad. Because lots of strobe maze effects. If you like those kinds of things, you will probably really love this. Lots of little effects in it. I don't know, what do you think?
It was okay. I didn't like all of the really loud volume changes.
Yes.
It was very distracting. The flashing lights is one thing, but the truck at the end.
Yeah, there were like 4 that were especially loud, and the truck especially. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Like, okay, I'm deaf, thank you.
Right.
So now we gotta figure out where our wives went to, because they're not at their bench anymore. So they've wandered off. We lost our girls. The side of the Haunted Mansion, again, the history, crafts, and a number of things like that. We're actually heading down just a little past it. There's a carousel down here, a different carousel. And I'm really curious if there is another Calliope here. Because so far I'm up to a total of 4 in the park. And I'm hearing something, so would this be 5? And here's our other carousel. It is kind of down with the kids area, so you can see a little bit of some things here. Blacksmith shop. And this is the Stein and Goldstein carousel. But you can see, yes, there is another band organ here. We have 5 in the park. And if you're curious of whether it's real, there's actually boxes of tunes in it. And the story behind it. What's interesting with this one, it's actually suspended from the top mounts. As you can see, it bounces as it moves. Only 2 horses wide. And you've got a mixture of classic old artwork up top. And then on the inside, got a mix of plastic gold and then the Knoebels. Love these carousels. I love it with the plastic band organ too. So there is a second train here. It is not currently operating, but once they hopefully get everything up and going, they can get it running again. Try to give you a little look. This is a little tiny one here. And you can kind of see it through the trees there. But small engine, but fun. You can also see another kid's car ride hiding over there through the trees. Scooting around, there she is. So all sorts of fun little things. I love this bit that's been here. The rotating tops for the dining area. Just kind of a neat little touch. Again, something you don't see anymore. My daughter would be so jealous right now. These puppies! Big puppies. And there is a good reason to get here early. That is the line for tickets. There's a good reason to get here before the park opens. You have your ticket already. Yeah, that's a lot of people in line for tickets. A lot of people. Woohoo! This is really cool. Their old lighthouse is actually a puppet stage. Check that out. I love to take old landmarks and continue to use them. So Margaret is playing Fascination for the first time. What do you think? It's fun. Now, if you've never done Fascination, you're playing against everybody else in the room, which is not that many right now. The idea is to roll your ball up, and essentially every time you hit a hole, it lights up, and if you get bingo, that's the best way to describe it, well then, you win. And you get, if you win, you win coupons like these, and then turn them in.
Or garage doors open. That's a trick.
All she needs is 2 corners. We'll see. Top corner. Oh, okay, so between us, we've got 7 tickets. So now we get to buy something. Ooh.
You're trying to get 5 straight in a row.
We had a ball doing that. That was a lot of fun. Margaret almost won that last one again. So close. But we're approaching 2, getting close, time to pull out. And then when you look at this line for tickets, oh my goodness. Definitely a place to rope drop. Okay, next stop is another thing that Knoebels is famous for. And I'm feeling good enough. I'm going to do it. It's their scooters. And their scooters, at least in the past, were awesome. They're old cars, a little bit faster than you find in other places. And so you can get some good solid hits with it. So I'm actually looking forward to this. This will be fun. Ladies aren't going to ride it, which I don't blame them. And I wasn't sure that I would, but hey, we're going to go for it. Love those cars. They slide, they whip, they move. They do keep you going one direction so you can't get head on, but just a ton of fun. So that I can see why a lot of people call them best scooters. Yep. But so what's your plan now? Whip, whip, whip. Craig likes getting whipped. I don't know. wrapping up our day here. Had some great rides. We're grabbing a couple snacks for the road, and then we're out. But been an awesome trip. Awesome trip. Love this park. Hope I can get back again sometime. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch y'all later.